Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Dave's Plushie Breakout. Today we're going to be covering the second shelf, which is fire types. Enjoy. So the first one we're going to be covering on the second shelf, which is all fire types, is Groudon, the legendary Pokemon. Now this guy is going to be one of my favorite legendaries. It's quite a hard plushie. As you can see, it's quite robust, but very soft hands, if you want to call them hands, claws. Feet are quite soft as well. You can't open the mouth, but its head is quite hard. Now this guy to find in a shiny would be great. I also wouldn't mind finding an Origin Mega Evolution form of him. This guy's been in my collection for a while. Such a nice plushie. It's got a great hard back on him, but not too hard. His tail is quite soft with the little flames at the end. It's got lovely marks on him. There's a great feel to him. It can stand quite easily. Or you could just have him laying down like this. Personally, I like him standing up. On to the next Pokemon. We're going to be moving on to the Growlithe. I gotta love Growlithe. As you know, Growlithe is the adult Pokemon. It's quite fluffy, but it's got quite a hard body on him. The tail is quite soft. But his face is quite hard. It's a bit of a combination, this plushie. Lovely back on him. Then we're going to be moving on to another Growlithe from my collection. This one is a Crocheted. And I had this one specially made. This is totally different type of plushie. Its neck is quite floppy. You can see its tongue sticks out like this. The size difference, not too much difference. He's got a great hair on him. Great. Lovely and fluffy. So well made, this plushie. If you've never had a crocheted Pokemon before, I recommend them, because they're definitely worth the extra money. And they make great in anyone's plushie collection. This here looks really cool. Lovely back on it. Lovely head. Crochet getting more and more popular, and Pokemon ones are getting more and more popular. Then we're going to be moving on to a no Growlithe, which is the Hasheen Growlithe. Now it's quite different to the normal one. It's made quite a bit differently. Now this is a fairly new one out, as in this one's fairly old. The difference in size is about the same. Different sizes, they're about the same. The backs, different shapes. One is sitting, one is on all fours. You can't see much else on him. Can't do a whole lot. But it's got a hard body, hard tail, quite a hard head. quite a hard made plushie, this one, compared to the original, which is a lot of soft. So the difference in soft, this is a bit of the softer part, but it's not as soft as this one, as the original one. Now we're going to move on to Arcanine. Now this is a really soft plushie. The Pokemon Center official ones are normally extra soft, like this guy. As you can see, it is very fluffy. Again, one of my favorite fire types. So soft, as you can see, it's more easy to compact up. It's on all fours. A lovely back on it, very soft, very well made. Obviously it's stripes at the side. This lovely soft tail, this really soft head. It's very cuddly plushie, this one. I think one of the more cuddlier plushies there is. Then we're going to be moving on to another crochet Pokemon. This one is a Charmander holding a Pokeball. As you see, just like the other crochet, it's very well made, not as soft. A lovely small tail. Again, this was custom made for order. Worth the extra money to have crochet Pokemon in your collection. Quite easy to compact. Very well made. The Pokeball is hard. The head is quite soft, but it's not overly soft like a normal plushie. And then this guy stands up nicely. Then we're going to be moving on to a Flareon. Flareon, the fire type from the Eevee evolution. It's a lovely small plushie here. Stands up quite nicely. It's got lovely big ears on it. Great paws, legs. Lovely fluffy tail. Very fluffy, this plushie. Gotta love a Flareon. Do quite a lot with the ears here. Or you could stretch them right back. Put them right down, you see how long they are, quite long. They're very long ears on them. Again, very easy to compact. That's the Flareon. Then we're going to be moving on to Torkoal. Now, this guy, you might be able to hear the inside. It's quite beany inside. Hard, quite a hard shell on it. Quite a hard head. Quite hard feet. It's a very... The body is the softest part. The rest of him is quite hard, but the tail is... The tail, it's medium softness. The tail, the head is around medium. Again, you've got a flexible head on it. Sits nicely in your hand. Quite easy to compact. Quite a small plushie, it's easy to place somewhere nicely. Makes lovely in your collection. Then we're going to be moving on to Vulpix. And Vulpix, its body is around medium softness. It's not really hard, but let's say it's not really soft. The tail is, though, the tail is very soft. Look how soft that tail is, as a Vulpix should be. The body, the head. The head is quite hard though. The flames on the head are quite hard. So as it pours, sits nicely. Tail you can move a bit. Head's a bit flexible. If you wanted to pack it up, it's a little bit awkward, but I'd pack it that way. This way's a bit forced, but it does look quite cute. If you found a position you could sit it on with its tail like that. Ears, they're hard, can't really do much with them. That's the Vulpix. Then we're moving on to its evolution, Ninetales. Now Ninetales is quite a big plushie, not huge. Its tail is quite hard. These flames though, they're quite soft. I wouldn't mind getting the Hasheen version. I mean the Alolan version, the ice type version of this plushie. Also maybe I could get a shiny. Lovely plushie. Lovely paws on it. Slash legs. It sits nicely. Nice big tail on it. Head's quite flexible, but it's quite hard. The flames on its head are quite hard. It's quite a hard made plushie, this one. That's the Ninetales. We're going to be moving on to Cyndaquil. Oh, look at this lovely little Cyndaquil. Again, it's one of the starter Pokemon. It's quite soft, medium soft. Legs are quite hard. Head is, it's about medium. It's all about medium soft. It's not a very big plushie, but it is a very nice little plushie as it is. You could stand it like that, or you could have him like that. Then we're going to be moving on to Tepig. Tepig, and now a starter Pokemon. Nice little plushie. It's quite a hard one now. Nice soft. Its head, flame, ears are quite soft mined. Its snout, can't do anything with the tail. Again, you could stand it like this if you wanted to, or like this. That's the Tepig. Then we're going to be moving on to Scorbunny. Now this is a lovely plushie, it's a different design again. Nice big ears on it, quite soft. Its head though is quite hard, but it's not too hard. It's got nice ears on it. This again is another starter Pokemon. The legs, lovely legs on it. Can't stand it up though. You'd have to sit it down like this, which is okay, unless you're putting it balancing against something. So you could sit it on the edge. Little tail on it, quite hard. Not much else to cover on it. But it is quite a hard one for the Pokemon Center. But it's very cute. Now we're moving on to the Litten family. Again, this is another starter Pokemon. It's quite robust. It's got a quite hard body on it. As you can see from the head, it's another quite hard head on it. The tail is a little bit moving around. So is his paws. You can stand it. I know it doesn't stand up very well, but it does stand up. Lovely plushie. Lovely ears on it. Great face. The body is very plain as it is. We're going to be moving on to its second evolution, which is Torcat. Now, I do love this range because they are cats. The Litten family is my favourite from this gen. It's got a nice head piece. There's flames. Hard face. It's got its bell. Doesn't ring, it just is there. Nice legs. Again, this does stand up. It does stand up very well on its own as well. Big tail. And obviously the size difference, as it should be, compared to its first evolution of Litten. Designed very well. I do love the design on it. Got a lovely face. If you're a cat fan, I definitely recommend these plushies. Lovely back, nice pattern. Very well made. It's quite a hard plushie again. Then we're really moving on to Incineroar, its final stage. This is a wrestler / cat. And see, it's quite a big plushie. This doesn't stand up on its own. You'll have to balance it against something or on something. It's quite a scary cat mine. It's a lovely big plushie mine. Very nice legs on it. I do love the design. Its head is quite hard again. The body is quite soft mine. Move into the legs. The legs are about medium. Its arms are quite hard as well. It's got its claws. Lovely back. Great big tail. You can move the tail around a bit. Obviously back to Torcat, which is the second stage. Got a bit bigger in height, it's still bigger in height. Then we move back into Litten, which is smaller again compared to Torcat and Incineroar. So this is the Litten family. I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.